Hey, welcome to the Morning Mix podcast. We learned this morning that your kids are listening to some, not bizarre, but surprising music, I would say.
Yeah, it ranged from musicals to Elvis.
Yeah, it was not bad. And we found out that many of you name your car, so then we attempted to guess the make and model of your car. And to be honest, I thought we were actually pretty decent at that game.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see it for how you want to see it.
All right, you be the judge. That and much more right now on the Morning Mix podcast. Text us. The next time Taylor Swift is in a suite, who will be up there with her? Because last night in New York, now, she was in New York, obviously a celebrity hotbed, but she had Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, Sabrina Carpenter, Sophie Turner was hiding out in there. Joe Jonas, nowhere to be found, obviously. I don't think they're going to be hanging out together, but he very well could have been in New York. I don't know where they were the other night doing their show, but they're going to be in Brooklyn December 9th, and you can be there with them. Win that all day tomorrow. But who will show up next in the suite? 815, how about some Kurt Cameron? Sure.
Why not?
Hey, it's got nothing to lose, right? 708, gotta be Selena Gomez. I like that.
Yeah.
How about, let's see, the Obamas, 773.
Sure.
Be up there, why not?
Yeah, aim for the most powerful.
Right?
Absolutely.
331, how about Christopher Walken? Kansas City Chiefs. Foo Fighters. 630, Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Just to make his ex-wife and Michael Jordan's son jealous, I'm hanging out with Taylor, so in your face. 630, it's got to be the Tupac hologram. It's just Taylor and a hologram of Tupac watching the game.
Makes a lot of sense.
630, it will be the entire cast of Friends.
You might as well.
Might as well.
Yeah. Bring in the couch, too.
Why not? Yeah. 630, Peter Dinklage with Sophie Turner. So it'll look like the Game of Thrones. They'll all be sitting across watching the game. Let's see. Stephen A. Smith, 773's got to be up there. Whip had that audio of Stephen A. a couple of weeks ago going on about how he brought his daughter and their friends to the concert.
Yeah, dropped $20,000 on tickets. I think
Right?
is what he said.
630, it's got to be In Sync. Kind of makes sense. They got the new single out. You know, Trolls is coming. Justin can't really promote. He had a movie come out over the weekend on Netflix. You can't even promote it.
Yeah, true.
630, great. Ed Sheeran. They're best friends.
Right.
Kind of makes sense, right? Get Ed up there. 219, no one cares. Sure. Yeah.
That's my
Hey, you're not the only one.
Yeah.
You're not the only one. 847, how about Snoop Dogg? It's kind of nice.
Why not?
Kind of nice.
The smoke would clear and you'd see her sitting there. That would be great.
What?
Yeah.
847, it'll be the trifecta, Elvis, Prince, and Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Oh, my God, they're all up there. Megan Thee Stallion, 847. And finally, it'll happen, 615, Jesus. That's what's going to happen.
think so.
He'll come back for that. I've waited a long time, but this is my moment.
Right.
Chiefs, Vikings. Here I am.
He wants to meet Taylor.
Who wouldn't?
He doesn't want to have to wait another 70 years or whatever, you know?
You're
Even
right.
when he comes back, he's got to do a collab.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
it's about it's that kind of season.
He can't. Everybody, you got to do something new. You know what I mean? You got to
Exactly.
freshen it up, my
Reinvent
guy.
yourself.
Yeah.
Trying to get a feature on her next track.
Exactly right. There you have it. Those are the people that may or may not be in the suite the next time with Taylor Swift. We'll have to wait and see what game she goes to next. I think, Whip, I think you're dead on. I think she takes a break.
I think so.
But
think
you've
it's
said
time.
that before.
Yeah.
You said
Well,
she's
I
going to
think
take a
I-
break from the albums, and then she just
Right.
kept putting them out.
I think Nikki and I killed her career a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
and then it
Sure
only
did.
got. Yes, I'm roping you into this with me, Nikki. A couple of years
hang
ago,
on.
then she got better and bigger.
Or one could say we reinvigorated
That's
her.
what I think it actually was. We lit the
Like-
fire under
did.
her skinny little ass
There
and
we
said,
go.
Taylor,
It
you
was.
got to step up that game.
That's right.
Yeah,
My-
I'm not
my
gonna
young
walk away
lady.
from this. I
Yes.
know.
Yeah, I went from calling out her skinny little ass to rebounding with it. Thank you, young lady. Hang on a second.
I almost said my man, but I don't think
She wouldn't care. Well, she is the man. She's
Well,
got that whole
that's
song.
all
You're
right.
right.
All right, Taylor, my
Yeah,
man.
let's go.
From Chicago to your device, this is the Morning Mix Podcast.
All the spooky decor is up. There's a lot of spiders in my neighborhood because our neighbors put spiders all over everything. And there's a guy here who was being chased, and he ran into someone else's house screaming, "I'm being chased by spiders!" And vampires and angels. So it's possible there was never a spider in this situation. But in real life, people get chased by things all the time because maybe you've encroached on someone's space. We saw some guys on the golf course yesterday getting a little too close to some geese, and the geese let them know it.
Oh, those are vicious.
Yeah, I was like, guys, that ball ain't worth it.
Nope.
You've hit it out of bounds 5 times. I don't think you need to go get that one. Just sit down and ride away from the geese. Good morning, Cherry. How are you this morning?
Hey, how are you guys?
We're doing really well. Now, you were out minding your own business, and how does this happen? What were you chased by?
Well, I have a couple of pygmy goats, and we live in
As
the
one
city.
does, yes.
Yes, right. So we found out they're legal, so we have a couple pygmy goats. And one of them is a big brat, and she started to chase me and headbutt me. And before that, maybe like a week before, my brother had jokingly sent me a video of somebody flipping goats onto their backs. It's kind of like giving them a spanking. Basically, like, show, I'm the boss, stop it. And she wouldn't stop chasing me. My neighbor was screaming. I said, I think I might have to flip this goat. So sure enough, I grabbed the goat's legs and I flipped it over on its back and stood over and I said, no, you stop it right now. And then I stepped away from her and she flipped back up and gave me a look and walked away. But yeah, it was pretty intense there for a minute.
That's a lot. I have, a litany of questions come to mind here,
Right?
Cherry. What area do you guys live in that you have goats?
I'm just off of the Stevenson. I'm kind of by Midway.
Okay, by Midway, great. I wanted you to be like, oh, yeah, River North. Like, oh, wow.
I mean, it's not far off. She's not exactly in the country.
That's wild. And how many goats do you guys have in the house, you said?
We just have we have a big yard, so we have 2 pygmy goats, but we've got like a couple chicks. We have like chickens and some ducks and stuff too.
Okay.
Wow.
And what are the goats? Are the goats producing anything for you guys? What's the goal of having the
No.
goats? Okay.
No, right now, basically, they just destroy any landscaping we have whatsoever. They're kind of bratty. One of them's really nice. One of them's kind of bratty. They're actually a big hit for the neighbors, especially during the pandemic. We were almost like a tiny petting zoo. People would bring their toddlers around and feed them crackers and stuff.
That's nice.
Yeah, so they're big favorites with the neighborhood. But they're very interesting and funny, basically.
How's the poop situation on the goats? You walk them around the block and like pick them up with a bag, or they just fertilize the yard and you leave it, or what?
They pretty much fertilize the yard. It's just super tiny pellets.
Yeah.
Although, side note, one of my bratty goat, I like to open up the mailbox and eat mail that's inside. And we just recently tried to mail a savings bond to cash in. It was almost $900. She ate the whole thing.
Yeah,
So I have to figure out how to get that from the Treasury Department still.
So, Cherry, I haven't really heard the plus side of having the goats. I mean, the petting zoo was sweet.
They're
That was
cute.
sweet.
I have seen. Do they kiss you like in the videos? Like they kiss your face and like lick your face and stuff?
They the nice one does.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
I guess on the bright side, the plus side is one of my neighbors does borrow them to clear out in the, late fall, to clear out all of her brush and stuff.
Sure.
She'll wander over to her yard and eat all of her plants that are left over and dried up.
You probably don't need a recycling bin or a paper shredder either. Just give your junk mail to the
I found
goat.
out that they won't eat McDonald's French fries and they won't eat watermelon, but they will eat any chip bag that flew into the yard.
You're listening to the Morning Mix podcast.
So when you're in the car with your kids, boy, what do they want to listen to? Hi, Kelly. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Now, Kelly, before you tell us the artist that your kids want to listen to, how old is the kid or kids that we're talking about?
They are 18 and 16.
Okay, great.
But this has been all our lives.
This has been a long time coming. What is the song that your kids like listening to?
Cherry by Neil Diamond.
Cherry by Neil Diamond.
Really?
Cherry by Neil Diamond. So will any Neil Diamond work?
Oh, any Neil Diamond will work.
Okay,
They've been to his concerts. They also like Jim Croce.
Wow. Is this all your is this all
done.
your influence or your how did this all come together?
My husband and I've got a much wider taste of music. My husband is pretty much, the older stuff, and he quizzes them.
Got it. Okay, got it. All right. Little Neil Diamond there for Kelly.
Jim Croce. I
Watch
love
out, they
it.
got a whole
That's
vibe going.
That is a good one.
Deep cut.
Yeah,
Really
I got
are.
a name. Come on.
Boy, oh. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning. How are you today?
Great, how are you?
We're doing all right. Now, how old is the kiddo?
I have a 10-year-old and a 13-year-old.
And what do they want to hear in the car?
So my 10-year-old son wants all musicals all the time, and
Love
my
it.
13-year-old wants all Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley.
Wow.
Now, how did the musicals thing come to be? Because I could get the Elvis. Like, you hear Elvis around, and you might be like, what's that? Let me get more of it.
How did the musical? Maybe my background. I'm not sure. You just like singing along.
I love it. Now, what kind of music are we talking about? Like current musicals? Is it like Wicked?
Like Hamilton?
Yeah, Hamilton.
Yeah.
And okay,
Yeah,
great.
all of
Dear Evan
them.
Hansen?
All of them.
Do we go deep cut like
yeah.
Oklahoma Guys and Dolls? Are we into that? A little thing, anything like that?
they've heard them all, but they've not necessarily caught on to that yet.
Okay, great. The pop musicals.
current stuff.
I'm going to throw two at you that I don't know that they've heard of yet that I think they'll like. Songs for a New World.
No, not that one.
Okay, write that one down. And then The Last 5 Years.
No, not that one
Yeah,
either.
take notes on those two. Those are done by Jason Robert Brown. Fantastic. They're like early pop musicals, kind of in line with Rent and that kind of vibe musically. You're going to like it.
Awesome. Thanks.
Boom, look at that. Hot tips today. Also, whatever Arabic song at Whiphead. Crank that one up. Kids love the random music, apparently. We've got Elvis so far. We've got Neil Diamond. A lot of old hits. Watch out. Hi, Maria. Good morning.
Hi.
Your kids aren't as old school, but old school enough. How old are your kids, Maria?
My 7.5-year-old is obsessed with the 1994 hit "Here Comes the Hot Stepper."
Here comes the hot stepper. Okay.
Obsessed. Like he will play it through the Bluetooth speakers of his hoverboard as he drives to school.
This is a solid choice
is a
for seven.
great
Come on.
song.
Yeah, we're not going to argue here.
He always plays it through my Spotify, so it's really going to mess with my end of the year
What's
wrap.
that?
Yeah, your whole end of year wrap up. It's like, wow, you guys really love this hot stepper song. It's pretty heavy duty. Watch out. Now, how did he find it? Did it just come on one day and he just gravitated toward it?
I think it was in a soundtrack. To a kid's
Okay,
movie.
got it.
Probably.
Yeah, like one of the kids' movies or something.
Yeah.
So he's just in the driveway, just.
I think I'm going to listen to this
I
later
do
on.
too.
He knows the words.
Does he really?
It's pretty impressive. Oh, yeah.
Gangsta, turn it up,
Excuse me, Mr. Officer.
turn it up.
Still love you like that. Oh, look at this. I love it.
Kind of world music there, too.
Yeah,
you know
watch
what I mean?
out.
Yep.
He's 7 years old, cranking up Here Comes the Hot Stepper on the driveway on his hoverboard.
I so want to see this kid do
So do
this.
I.
Is so amazing.
Yeah, hang on one second. Maria, is there any chance that you could try to nab video of this and text it to us?
Oh, 100%. It's
Yeah.
on my to-do list.
Okay, I would love
On
that.
the to-do list.
I'll edit
You got a
it.
busy day ahead of you.
Watch out. Everybody, here he comes.
Add in
It's the
hot stepper.
Watch out. The whole neighborhood knows, like, oh, be careful. He's out there again. All right, so he likes a little hot stepper. And finally, we go down to Matt. Hey, Matt, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. Love the show, guys. How you doing?
Great, Matt. Right back at you. Thanks for listening. Now, what is the song? How old is the kiddo?
My daughter, she's 5 years old.
Okay, 5 years old. And what song does she like?
She's a big fan of Bruno Mars, in particular, Uptown Funk.
Okay, she likes Uptown
That's
Funk.
a good one.
That's a great song. Now, at 5 years old, how are we? I mean, are we pronouncing all the words correctly?
Oh, no, not at all. Every time we get in the car, she loves going for rides with me. She'll just yell, Uptown Funk you up at me over and over until I play it.
Yeah, but
But
the
she
funk
can't
isn't
pronounce-
coming out
Yeah.
exactly right.
Uh-huh.
No. So she's just cussing me out until I play the song,
Yeah,
basically.
makes sense. Come on, Dad, Uptown F you up. Let's go. What? Yeah, she's cussing me out all the time. This song has a lot of words that sound like he swore, but he didn't, but it sounds like they do. Play Uptown F you up. What? I'm going to F you up if you don't play it. What? I love little kids that love music.
Yeah.
It's the best.
From Chicago to your device, this is the Morning Mix Podcast.
312-233-1019. You were so broke. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
We're very well. Please display with us your epic brokenness. Go for it.
I used to take when I would go to Chipotle, and I would take all of the forks and all of the napkins.
For the house, some cutlery for the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to keep my Starbucks cups too and bring them back for 25-cent refills the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. See, that's working smarter, not harder. I like that. Okay, Lisa, stay right there. So you go to Lisa's house for dinner. You've got Chipotle napkins and Chipotle forks and knives, and you're drinking out of a Starbucks cup.
Yep.
And nobody's complaining. Hey, Bradley, how are you this morning?
Good. How you doing?
We're doing really well. Why were you so broke, Bradley? What happened?
Well, back in college, I had problems coming up with money for food. And so I had to go to fast food restaurants, and I used to dumpster dive in the trash can looking for receipts to take them back up to the counter to get the missing items that I said that I thought I had.
Brilliant. So now, did they ever check the timestamp on the receipt? Like if you had a receipt from 3 days ago, did that ever matter?
No, that never mattered.
And it worked. They would give you the food item that you complained about.
Yes, I did it at Kentucky Fried Chicken, McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, all Wendy's, you name it, I did it.
Oh, my.
That's how broke I was in college.
Yeah.
That is impressive. Okay, Bradley, stay right there. Lisa, don't hang up either. Bradley would go to the fast food restaurant, go through the dumpster to find a receipt, and then claim, I didn't get the McChicken.
Yeah.
What? Oh, my God, I'm so sorry. Here you go. That's heavy duty. Hi, Bridget. How are you this morning?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
We're great. It's time for you to put on display. Why were you so broke? What happened?
Okay, so I used to work at a diner, and I couldn't afford food on my own, so my only meal every day was the cup of soup I was allowed to eat for free at the diner.
Nice.
For the whole day, though, that's all you would eat?
Yeah, that was all I ate for the whole day. I would sometimes steal a couple other cups, even though we were really only allowed to have one. And sometimes I would steal fries off of people's plates.
Oh yeah,
which was really bad.
Good for
but,
you. Was there one soup that was more filling than the other? Like, I could imagine on, clam chowder day, you're like, oh, it's going to be great. It's full, it's thick.
Cream of chicken day was huge for me. That was my day. I knew it was going to be a good day when it was cream of chicken day.
100%. Okay, Bridget, stay right there. I'm kind of realizing now, eventually we're going to have to give one person a prize, and I feel horrible. But here we go.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Elena. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
We're doing really well. You were so broke. You what?
I used to work weddings in college, and when it got to the dinner portion, people would be served meals, whatever, and there would be leftovers at the end of the night. But I ended up getting Tupperware from the kitchen downstairs and piling as much food as I could into them, and I'd go ahead and I'll make that food last 3 days.
Brilliant. That's just smart.
100%. Yes.
That's just waste. Otherwise, they're going to throw that away.
Exactly.
How many weddings did you work? What was when you left the wedding? You were like, "This was a good one." Look at all this chicken Kiev.
Oh my God, there was. I worked throughout the entire summer, but if I knew something was good, it's if they had a buffet and stuff, because they would always over order. So I could always go ahead and just pile up more and more and more, and I'd say "Oh, I'm just taking this back for the staff in the back, not a big deal." And one time I almost got caught, and she was like, "That's for the bride and groom," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you know what? I talked to Cindy, and it's fine, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep taking it. Sorry."
Yeah, they're going to have cake.
That's fine.
It's fine. They got plenty of cake to eat.
Also, they have their whole lives to eat. Okay, they just got married.
Yeah,
Right, that's
exactly. Exactly.
Relax. Hi, Katie. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Boy, of everything we've heard thus far, this might be the only light crime version. Katie, you were so broke. You what?
So my now husband and I were living together at college at ICU.
Go Redbirds. Let's go.
Go Redbirds. He worked at a local grocery store at the time.
Kroger?
And I'm not at liberty to say.
Okay, great. So is Kroger, but go ahead.
He worked at the meat department, so he printed out the stickers for the price tags. So because we were just kind of sick of eating ramen noodle all the time, we would get a filet and he would print it for 89 cents or a stack of ribs for 25 cents and just go through self-checkout.
Wow.
Yeah, why not?
It's a mislabeling
Yeah.
situation.
It was an accident. It was just a wrong hit of the button.
One of my favorite memes right now is, that bill at the grocery store for $120, I can make it $60 at the self-checkout.
Yeah, just watch.
Sale.
I finger slipped on the button. It was a total accident.
And also that meat's probably getting thrown away at some point. They're not selling it all. You're doing them a favor.
Yeah, that was his favorite line back in the day. I couldn't afford flowers, but you got a filet for 89 cents.
Unbelievable.
There you
Okay,
are.
Katie, stay right there. So Katie's husband is swapping the prices at checkout. Okay, that's nice. He works there.
Yeah.
Elena is taking leftover wedding food. Bridget was living on a cup of soup a day at the restaurant she worked at. Bradley would dive into dumpsters, find receipts, go in and say, I didn't get this item. And Lisa is taking forks, napkins from Chipotle and cups from Starbucks. Nikki, who's the brokest?
Okay, I'm doing Bridget because I worked at a restaurant too where they also had that same policy.
Okay.
And one time I took a salad along with the soup and they made me dump it out in front. It was like the dumbest thing and that scarred me. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
come on.
Up yours, big boy.
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah.
So, Bridget, I got you.
All right, cup of soup, Bridget. Whip.
I like the napkins and the forks and the
All
cups and what have you.
Forks, napkins, and cups, Lisa.
I got to go with Bridget as well because
Okay.
I feel like she didn't break any rules, but she
Yeah.
was broke and she stuck to it. And that soup, that chicken rice soup, is probably still her favorite.
I agree. For that reason, I'm going to go there. No rules were broken, and she tried to abide by it. Bridget, you're the brokest. Congratulations.
Oh, my God! Thank you. I've never been so happy to be broke.
Yes!
Oh, my goodness.
Now, boy, I hope the answer is, but are things much better now? Are we doing better now, Bridget?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm doing way better. I'm in a way better spot in my life.
And
That's
to
great.
V's
Good.
point, do you like that soup still?
I do. It's weirdly nostalgic for me.
That's it.
I'm so glad.
Eat it, so.
You're listening to the Morning Mix podcast.
You name your car. We're going to have you right now tell us the name of your car. The four of us each get a guess. We got to try to see if any of us can guess the make and model of your car.
Okay.
It's time to begin. Hi, Becky. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Becky with the good hair. We need to find out. Becky, what is the name of your car?
It is called the Foo Shoe Dragon.
The Foo Shoe Dragon.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Foo Shoe Dragon could go a lot of directions.
Yeah, I have no
Foo
idea.
Shoe, Foo Shoe,
Okay.
Foo Shoe, Foo Shoe. I feel like it's maybe like an ironic name. I'm going to go with it's a Ford Explorer. Nikki.
Yeah, I'm like, I have a truck in my head
Yeah,
right
right? I
now.
don't
Like,
know why.
what are they? The F-150?
F-150?
Yeah, that's what I'm
All
going
right.
with.
Whip.
Toyota Supra.
Oh, baby, baby.
I'm going with that hamster commercial one, like the Soul.
Kia Soul.
Kia Soul.
Becky, what is the make and model of your car?
It is a Ford Focus.
Oh, we were so close. Oh, we got the make, but we did not get the model. All right, the Ford Focus. Now, how did you decide upon Foo Shoe Dragon?
So the previous owner of my car was not well liked. And
Got it.
a particular expletive was scratched into the side but misspelled.
Okay.
Whoa.
So that's all we need.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, what a journey.
And Fushu was born.
Foo Shoe.
Yeah.
Wow, watch out. Hi, Mary Luz.
Yes.
Hi, good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning. Good. How are you?
Very well. What is the name of your car? We'll try to guess. Go ahead.
Her name is Ellie.
Her name is Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you drive a Lexus, like NX something SUV. That's what I'm going to go with. Nikki.
I think she's a pretty Corolla.
A Corolla. Whip.
I believe that is a Volkswagen Jetta.
Oh, nice. Violeta.
I think you're in a Jaguar.
Jaguar. Mary Luz, what kind of car are you driving?
I wish it was any of those. It's a Hyundai Elantra.
Oh, the
Oh.
Ellie.
Yes.
Wow, man,
Oh, that makes
do I
perfect
feel
sense.
Like a
Aw.
moron.
What
This
a
is so hard.
couple of dunces we are.
Seriously.
Hi, Amy. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Amy. What are we driving? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, don't tell me that. Sorry, I jumped ahead of myself. Amy, what's the name of your car?
The name of my car is Turby.
Turby.
Yep.
Okay, Turby. Okay,
Oh.
so it's something turbo, in my opinion. Volkswagen. Do they make a turbo? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm taking way too long.
That's good, 'cause I have no idea. Keep going.
Tiguan. Boom.
Okay.
Nikki.
I'm going like Mustang. Just
Mustang.
yeah.
All right, Whip.
The Volvo V60.
Oh, those are
Ooh,
nice.
okay. I'm going to go with the Dodge Challenger.
Ooh, nice.
Amy, what are we rocking?
A Volkswagen Turbo Beetle.
Oh, man, I was so close.
Dang it.
Fiddlesticks. Those turbo Beetles are pretty slick. That's nice. All right, so Amy's rocking the Volkswagen Turby. That was nice. And finally, hey, Rebecca.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good.
Good. Now, what is the name of your car?
Betty.
Betty. Cadillac Eldorado. Let's ride. Nikki, what do you got?
Wrangler.
Oh, Whip.
This is a Chevy Caprice Classic.
Oh, you nasty.
I'm going to go with a big white Tundra.
Oh, nice. Rebecca, what are you driving?
A Mazda 2.
Oh, man, we are guys,
Zoom,
we really
zoom,
fall
baby.
apart.
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom.
Nicely done. Those are the name of many cars. And 847, my car is named Mercedes.
I wonder
It's
what
not
it
one,
is.
though.
No.
It's not.
Yeah.
That's fun,
Oh,
you know.
that's-
You got to name the car for the car you want, not the car you're driving.
That's
you know
funny.
What I mean?
Testing 1 2 1 2. Sound check. Sound check. This is Nikki's sound check on the Morning Mix.
So you two kicked off the Sphere. So that was that $2 billion like sphere.
Sphere thing. And
Yeah.
you were wondering, like,
Better
what are
be.
they going to do on the inside? What are they
Yeah,
going to do on the
no
outside?
one really knew because everyone had seen like pictures of the outside and they were doing kind of crazy stuff. They would do emojis, they would do just different, like, the earth. They would have different images outside. But as far as inside goes, Holy crap.
It's insane. The videos on Instagram that I saw this weekend, I was like, Amy, we have to go.
Yeah.
Like,
You
we
don't
got
know
to
your
buy
shapes.
tickets.
A sphere is
It's
a
a
circle.
circle.
That's
And
right.
when you're in there, they project something on the screen, right? That's what I was seeing. It looked like the desert.
Yeah,
Well, they
but-
did a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it's a huge, round, huge amphitheater on the inside.
Right.
No one has really been able to see what it could do on the inside. So a lot of celebrities showed up to see it for themselves. So the YouTube, like I said, just kicked it off. They had Paul McCartney there, Snoop Dogg, Matt Damon, Jeff Bezos, Katy Perry, LeBron James, Oprah. came
Everybody
out.
that wasn't at the Chiefs game.
That's right. It
Was
one
at-
of these two.
That's
You
all
pick
it
one.
was.
This was Friday, or they took the jet. They took the jet.
They went back and forth. Yeah,
But
fine.
so here's a little bit of what it sounded like. But people are saying again, we can't. I wish we could show you the images.
Yeah.
It's just bananas. It's one of those where if you get motion sickness,
Yeah,
you
forget
might
it.
want to take a Dramamine before you go. Like same thing. Weirdly, Diplo was posting. He's like, "This is the greatest," and then apparently Bono. I think he started one of the shows. He started crying during
Yeah.
because he was just so overwhelming.
Motion sick. Oh.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know if I've done well enough to impress Diplo.
I know.
What do I have
hope
to
he
do?
likes it.
Our whole career.
So,
I saw them live at Soldier Field twice and at United Center once. All three of those were top 5 greatest concerts I've ever been to. I can't imagine this plus them.
yeah, we
Awesome.
recorded on Friday. There were a bunch of tickets left. I think that'll change.
Yeah,
by
I
the end
didn't
of the
get
week.
'em.
Yeah, so no, I think that'll be selling out. Speaking of selling out, another tour that has been selling out everywhere, most places. Whip. Beyonce is in final talks with
They
Renaissance.
canceled Pittsburgh.
Because she's making her movie now. Renaissance, the
That's
movie,
right.
is
She
going to
didn't
be.
have time to play to the people in Pittsburgh because she was too busy making a movie about her concerts.
It's going to be released through AMC. They might have gotten a little taste of the success from Taylor there.
She's been 2 steps behind Tay Tay recently.
Yeah,
the
you
world tour.
You can't be
this,
second banana on this, I don't
tough.
think.
Well, they're looking at a December 1st release. We called this a while ago. Remember when that was like the whole everybody wears silver thing? We're like, okay, this is going to be in a movie. You know
Right,
what I mean?
it's gotta be, yeah, you knew it.
So look for that Renaissance through AMC. They're still working out the details on that, but December 1st is, like I said, kind of what they're shooting for. And then Ed Sheeran. So we talked a little bit about him on Friday as well. He released Autumn Variations, and he's basically said this is just my kind of love letter to music, right? I'm not gonna do a video. I'm not gonna promote. I'm not gonna do anything. I just wrote these songs and want to play them.
He put it out like my mom gives you a Christmas gift. If you don't like it, it's okay. You can. There's a receipt in there, and if you want, you can. But I just thought maybe you'd like it, and if you don't, it's okay. But I'm just gonna. It's up to you. Just see how you feel about it. I haven't even opened it yet.
It very much like that, because he's kind of listen, he talks about how 12, 13 years he's had pressure of having hit singles and what the record label wants to do and stuff. And he's like, this is just mine. This is why I created my label. I released it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. So we played a couple of the songs on Friday. This is another one off of that people aren't liking. Here's the thing. If you're an Ed Sheeran fan, you're going to love this record.
Here.
It's more upbeat than people expected. And, like I said, he's just this was more for him and his friends.
The Morning Mix Flash Briefing with Violeta.
Right now, though, Netflix confirms that the Chronicles of Narnia franchise is going to be rebooted by Barbie director Greta Gerwig. She is set to write and direct at least 2 of the films in the series.
Look at that. We've been hearing you ask for it. We've been hearing the screams.
100%.
Bring it back.
Since
The
I
Chronic
was
what?
10.
Coles of Narnia.
Come on, it's going to be so good. It's going to be like the Game of Thrones vibes, but also good versus evil and just everything you want out of life.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
I'm so excited personally for this.
I liked the first ones. I liked the book.
I like the cartoon.
Yeah, I didn't know we were ready, but okay. Let's
We
do
are
it.
so ready.
Let's
And
do
you
it.
know, if Gerda's behind it, it's going to make $1 billion.
Yeah, Gerda and Greta. Let's get going.
Oh, dang it.
Greta Van Fleet.
I was so
Right.
close to not messing up her dang name.
It's because of traffic, Gerda, the street in Chicago. It's on your mind. That's all it is.
100%. Thank
That's
you
all
for
it is.
tying that
Yeah.
all in.
No sweat.
We all had a very fun weekend. It was great. The weather was lovely. And I think when we get back on a Monday, you're kind of thinking I got to be healthy. Got to take my supplements. Got to think in a different mindset. And there's some trending audio to help us do that.
Many people ask me why I drink so much wine. And it's actually because I have a genetic condition whereby my body does not produce its own alcohol. Therefore, I have to take supplements.
Is that Nikki?
That's amazing.
Was that you?
I love her.
I know.
I
Isn't
want
she
to
great?
know her.
So her Instagram handle is the Brookie Blend,
Oh
and
my
it's about
gosh.
her life and drinking.
That's great.
You
Love
should
that.
follow that if you're interesting. And finally, in at number 1, this is the time of the season.
That was such a quiet burn. You said instead of if you're interested, you said if you're interesting. I like that.
I do that. Yeah, I do that because my parents do that. They don't
That's
understand like how to end things in English.
But it's such a subtle burn.
Yeah.
Because if you were interesting, you would do it.
Oh, well, I didn't mean it
done.
like that.
No, but that could be your thing, like a
Yeah.
Paris Hilton, that's hot, or a Kim Kardashian, I don't know what.
No, yeah.
For that one.
They'll be like, are you interesting? Like, you want to go to lunch
Yeah.
if you're interesting? And I'm like,
Right.
Oh, you're like, I am interesting,
Yeah,
and I
right.
am interested.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
But just the back off of like, yeah, you should check it out if you're interesting. Okay, moving forward,
Yeah.
it's like,
But
wow,
maybe
what a
you're
slap
not,
in the
so-
sack. My God.
So it is like a major part of the season right now. Everybody's excited for 31 nights of Halloween. It has started on Freeform. It started back in 1998 and it kicked off last night.
Oh, it's still on.
Yeah, I know. No, it's really
That's all
like
they've
a
been running.
fun tradition. Everybody loves it. So each day they have multiple different types of movies. It's a marathon. It's nonstop. Started yesterday with Hocus Pocus and Beetlejuice. And then it's ending with Hotel Transylvania, the first one, and then Hotel Transylvania 3. And then, of course, Hocus Pocus, tying it all up on October 31st.
They're just ignoring two.
I don't know what
I
happened
said,
with
you know
two.
what? Don't worry about that one. We don't acknowledge two.
We can't get the licensing to it.
They weren't interesting enough.
I guess not.
And that was your flash briefing.
All right, thank you for joining us for the Morning Mix podcast. Make sure you rate, review, like, and follow this podcast. You can also follow us on social at 1019 Mix Chicago. And we will see you tomorrow on the Morning Mix.